What's up, SNA Assassinators? This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another video, and this is the wrestling news. The last day of the 2024 overall, like in the last day in December of the month of the year, and that is December 31st, 2024. And I want to wish you an early happy new year to you assassinators today. And we're going to be talking about what exactly happening for the wildest, what's going on in the wildest intriguing news stories and rumors that y'all assassinators need to know. And this will be the last time I will be doing this in 2024. But us going leaning towards forward to 2025. And we're going to start things off today with Cody Rhodes doesn't want to wrestle full time by the time he turns the age of 45. And we would also love to be in movies. Like undisputed WWE champion, like the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, comments on his future, both in wrestling and beyond. Like while speaking to two bears in one cave, Cody Rhodes was asked to comment how far away his retirement was. This is what the American Nightmare had to say, which I believe I reported this news in the other article, which was on Sportskeeda. But who is gonna care? I'm gonna say it right here. With him saying that, well, 39 right now. I say my contract is running until I don't want to wrestle full time. Definitely past 45. Like drop in for sure. Like keep myself in shape. I could see being involved in the wrestling world. Like I would love to tell stories like we do in the ring, in a different fashion. Like I'd absolutely love to do when asked making appearances on shows or even movies. But I always been so into wrestling and coming back to WWE, where winning the championship for WWE is essentially like being the quarterback of the team. And then from Cody Rhodes' career, in what's remaining, and also being in a future acting star, to now the topic of him being the undisputed WWE champion so far. With Rhodes also noted that his current run was the most fun and rewarding time he has ever had in ever had in his career. He reiterated that he didn't want to keep wrestling full time past 45. And he added so it's been the most fun and rewarding time I've ever had in my career. Punk said, but I can definitely see. I don't think I'd be able to do it on this level, because I feel the best I've ever felt. Plus we have all these new kids and to be able to see him hear things and hear an audience, and this is why that didn't work. This is why it did work. I love to do it at this level up until probably 45. Cody Rhodes will have a cameo in the Naked Gun movie very soon. But do you think he's gonna be making more movie appearances? But the next time is gonna be him being one of the main stars, or maybe even the top star, the first star in the movie, I should say. Let me know in the comment section right down below. But I think this guy's gonna be only just a matter of time that's gonna be happening, especially when start slowing down in the wrestling business and be somewhat similar to like a John Cena and Rock and even Batista. But yeah, for now, he's doing some very great, successful things as a wrestler right now, and I hope it stays that way for many more years to come, and hopefully he wins more championships. At least like after this WWE title run, he goes after the United States Championship and win that belt and become a Grand Slam champion. Just like Sheamus is likely on his way to being like as soon as he's done feuding with Ludwig Kaiser. But I think that's the final belt that Sheamus should win like in the other hands. But let me know in the comments below what's your take on Cody Rhodes like facing his title run, and do you think it's been like at least like a 50% or anywhere between that percentage of decency, or do you think it's been lackluster to say the least? Well, I'm not sure what the describe it is. I was like, other than just being at its average best, like, and I mean that in a full compliment. Like, and I hope it gets better. Like, as soon as like on the road to WrestleMania 41 one gets, even though that's probably gonna be like the towards the end of his run as the WWE undisputed champion. But like, it was very fun to see him as champion because he's been an underrated, talented dude. Like that's been wrestling for like over 15 years, and it's very great to see him finally get this moment of becoming a heavyweight championship in this level of him having that aura as a main event. But that's all. That's all my opinion. Like I'm not going to complain. I'm just looking at the positive side of things. But next up we got we got news from news about Cody's former fellow EVPs over in AEW, the irresponsible ones that cannot run a retail store, even if they try like something simple. And as the Young Bucks had to change plans for AEW tag team run because of NXT. And it says right here, the Young Bucks said or say they had to ask an idea for their run as AEW World Tag Team Champions because of NXT. And speaking on Tunnel Talk, like the Young Bucks were asked about storylines that they wanted to do that they didn't get the chance to pull off. And Matthew shared his idea for the EVP's roulette, roulette, and said that they couldn't do it because NXT did the spin, the wheel, like make spin to make a deal gimmick, and this is what they explained on the matter, saying, originally, I wanted to do something called the Elite Roulette, or the EVP Roulette, and I wanted to spin a wheel every week, and whoever it landed on, randomly we'd have to do a title. Like I don't know if I should give that away because but I wanted to, it would, I thought it would have shocked everyone, and that was my big plan, and we would have dropped the titles that way originally. Matthew Jackson on plans changing. Matthew continued by saying that was meant to be the way that the Young Bucks would lose the titles. However, they had the nix the ideas after NXT did the spin the wheel, make a deal gimmick, and this is what they added on in the interview. We were going to do that. This was set in stone, and then one day I think it was Sanjay Dutt sends us a text and goes, "Hey, about your idea," like, and he sends me a thing, and I guess NXT was doing a spin the wheel, like make a deal thing, like it started that week, like, and we were like, dang it, like was one of those situations. I was so excited for this like idea to pay off to fight to fight 4 or 5 random teams, like, and like finally drop the titles in 5 seconds, like, and I had to just give it up, like, and go like, okay, that idea is not gonna happen, and it hurt. Shamrock Sapp of Fightful Select, like, then reported that he could confirmed that the Outrunners were considered for the spot that Matthew mentioned. Like, according to Sapp, a few in the company thought like this would actually happen. In the end, creative changed and Party won the titles from the Young Bucks. But what are your thoughts onto this idea that the Young Bucks were about to do this elite or EVP roulette gimmick, like every week that they're gonna spin the wheel and see who they're gonna defend their titles to, like, which it could be either Private Party, the Outrunners, Top Flight, FTR. Who else that they could make as potential tag team opponents? Even the Righteous or Grizzled Young Veterans or uh or even the infantry, like with what's his name? Uh what's his name? Calvin. I totally forgot their names. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I'll just say the infantry or any of those tag teams. And do you think that the Outrunners were the original team to win? And I would say, like, I wish this could have happened in a way, but I'm happy that Private Party got the win because they're also an underrated team that they haven't got their due. And over like 5 years of them being in AEW, and they finally get their moment of winning the tag team title, something that they wanted to do like ever since the half a decade of existence, ever since AEW has been very first invented. But no matter, I think that the Outrunners are going to get the spot of winning those tag team titles by 2025. Whether if it's earlier or later on, or even somewhere down the middle, I wouldn't be surprised if they win them in Texas at AEW All In. I'll be all in for that. Like, yeah, which I guess pun intended on that one, but I sure hope that does happen, and hopefully that a certain assassin will be there to watch it up close and finally get to see his favorite wrestlers having their moment at the greatest event in AEW history, which that's AEW All In, and it's going to be the best event in the United States as well. Like, and I hope that they do very, 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 very great and well onto that note. But moving on, we got Tom Latimer. I think it's Tom because it's like spelled when you spell Thomas without the AS at the end. So I guess it's Tom Latimer, like of the National Wrestling Alliance. I'm excited to rekindle rivalry with EC3. There's always a new path that grows from it. Tom Latimer is ready to rekindle his rivalry with EC3. The pair worked together in TNA, but never shared the ring until like both made it into NWA. Since then, they've had multiple matches like that. Saw multiple championships up for grabs. Like after competing like for the national heavyweight championship and the world television championship, Ethan Carter III, like in Latimer, like finally like met like at last year's like Sam Hain for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship, the top prize of the promotion. EC3 successfully retained like that night, like, but now, like Latimer, like will walk into their next match as the champion. Latimer spoke to WrestleZone recently, the most specifically to the managing editor Bill Pritchard, about like his next title defense against Ethan Carter III. Like the match, took place at NWA Sam Hain 2, and it will air on Tuesday's episode of NWA Power with the triple R. Like he spoke about the dynamic they share, nothing how they continued to cross paths over the years, and add a new the wrinkle to the story each time. And it says, as Tom Latimer on Rivalry with EC3, like and this is what he explained on the interview. Like we have crossed paths a lot. Like we have always sort of yo-yoed in out of each other's per per peripheral vision. Like he is someone that ultimately, when we came into the company, he went straight to the front of the line. And I could be really upset about that or ever, but ultimately, he just came in and he did whatever in that position, world champion, and he was a fantastic world champion. He is he is he ticks all the boxes, and so there was definitely a sort of maybe a deep down bit of animosity towards him, but every time me and him get in there, there's always a new path that grows from it. He added or there always is some sort of storyline or something that bridges the gap to the next one, because when you are doing a super long storyline and there's not constantly stuff to fill in the blanks, it's kind of hard to follow along with. So I think we also pride ourselves in going into that and going okay, what's the story of the match in question, what do we need from this in question, where are we going to go in question, what can we do, or what can we tweak that we did before that would tell a story in question as well. And Tom Latimer sees an op an an, obst- uh, an obstacle an obstacles as a potential opportunity to do more. Latimer is excited every time he gets to work with Ethan Carter the third. He noted that they are both grizzled veterans, in a way which also aids them in working around certain limit limit limitations they've faced. He pointed to a potential issue with the ring ropes at NWA 76, but said his tenure helped him, and maybe they used it like for a future story element. There's a and he continued, there's always like a test too. Like how can we work around this in question? Like how can we work around that in question? Like we got into the ring and the ref like turned to me and said like the ropes are knackered, like you can't hit them, like, and I was like, oh man, like an explanation, like, but knowing that I was in there like with him, like I knew like that we will be able to work around it, like or do whatever, but like that could have been a big uh, and a big Achilles, yeah, Achilles, like heel, like had it been like somebody else, like, or if we had not been wrestling for a long time, if it was definitely a disappointment. But again, like that can also maybe be used something in the future, like for storytelling. Who knows in question, like but Latimer like enjoys like the wackier theme, the wackier theme that in event like that Sam Hain like too like presents, like he knows talent can get away with more things than on a typical non-theme wrestling event, like which adds like another level of excitement. But what are your thoughts on Tom Latimer like being enthusiastic to compete with his longtime wrestling best friend EC3? Like, but this time like but it's with Tom Latimer being being the world champion, like instead of EC3 being the champions, like that they encountered before plenty of times. And what are your thoughts on this revelation on what, even in the tough times in the match, like they still make it work? Like, and do you think that it occurs like in their next title match? And when is their next title match is going to be in the next event, like for the National Wrestling Alliance? Like, and who do you think is gonna win? Like, let me know in the comment section right down below. And it's yeah, obvious that I don't really watch the NWA. Maybe I should be watching a little bit more of it. I heard from highlights about some great wrestlers, whether if it's from the old school days or even the new days in this generation, like with the likes of I'll say EC3 and Tom Latimer, Ricky Starks, Thunder Rosa, Camille, and others that made a successful name for themselves, respectively, in the promotion. Like, and like maybe I should give it a try. Like, if I can find a convenient like place to watch it, like I'll give it a go and give it a worm and see and let you assassinators know like how I feel about the National Wrestling Alliance. But there are also some great names that made it into the promotion and that promotion as well. Like naming a couple of wrestlers with the likes of Harley Race, Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes, and others. Yeah. But let me know in the comments down below what's your opinions about like this program in general in particular. But moving on, we got Tom Latimer on the lack of plans for theme gear, like at the Sam Hain 2 event. Sam Hain, the part one in 2023, saw Latimer like and his wife Camille. Wow, like Camille's married to Tom Latimer. Wow, I know that. But anyways, cosplay like as Macho Man Randy Savage, like and Miss Elizabeth, like which that's very funny to to hear this on the new on this news story. But yeah, Camille has since moved on to working with AEW, but Latimer like joked like that she still has a got considerable influence on his Halloween attire. Again, he mentioned it in the same interview, like mentioning, well, it is funny, like you would say that if my wife was still there with me, like we definitely would do like something probably like, but no, like I haven't looked in or thought like about doing like any of that stuff, like especially now. Again, I'm still hanging up like on being a professional, like it's just because I'm more old school. Like I did, like, however, wander into Walmart and I was looking at masks. Like I do like that. I do that like every Halloween just because I like their Halloween stuff. Like, and I picked up the mask, like, and it was quite like scary. So I thought like, well, it's only like $7. I'll get it. Like, and I took it home. Like, and Kaylee saw it like she was like get that out of the house. Like I think she'd hidden it too. Like I left it like in the cupboard, like and somewhere like she hid it since like she didn't need to see it. Like I guess like that's like how horrifying it is. Like while joking, like so I do like have a mask. Like now I do have a mask now. I'm going to bring it. Like, but whether like I'm going to come out in it like or not, like I don't know. Like I guess we will see like how many like other freaks and geeks like are on the and show, and then I'll judge accordingly. Well, like, and first of all, before I ask you some questions, I did not know like that Tom Latimer is currently married to Camille. Like that's very that I would say not really that shocking, but given that what company he's working for, they both used to work for, which one of them is still there, while the other is now currently in AEW, which she used to be in the bodyguard of the CEO and current TBS and New Japan Strong Women's Champion Mercedes Moné until she had enough for some weird reason, which I still think that she made a horrible mistake of no longer being her bodyguard, like which she did deserve to get attacked backstage, which she I guess she ruled the day, and I guess that it's that she's been attacked. Like I guess that's the best way of killing her off. But do you think this is all part of a storyline, or do you think like if and they're going to get into that in the future, or do you think this is the best way to killing her off, and they're going to have her leave the company and move into another promotion, like maybe like the other company, which is probably WWE, or do you think she could go back to the NWA with her husband Tom Latimer? Let me know down in the comment section right down below. Either way, what's your opinion onto that note? But second of all, what are your thoughts on this very funny incident that like about the story, like what made Tom Latimer dress up as Macho Man Randy Savage and convinced Camille to be the Miss Elizabeth, like into this what's that the Sam Hain event back in 2023. And do you, and what are your And what are your opinions about this? No, like with him getting the scary mask, like and with Camille hitting it, which that's very funny. Like if you ask me, very hilarious. Like, but yeah, again, like, do you think he's going to retain this championship against EC3, or do you think EC3 is going to regain the NWA World Heavyweight Championship and be, I believe, a two-time NWA champion? I think so, but let me know in the comment section right down below. But moving on, we got more news about the Young Bucks, and it says right here that the irresponsible EVPs purposely had bad matches, tried gimmick that they were washed. And now we got some very amazing revelation from these unprofessional EVPs that couldn't even run a retail store, like possible. Yeah, and then when I say this, I'm just joking because the reference to what that certain chick magnet Chicago made wrestler said. And it's not nothing, no hard feelings from the Young Bucks, just a funny nickname I come up with. Given that they're heels on AEW, I thought I might come up with that nickname just because that wrestler that's now on WWE said it. That's gonna be facing the Visionary, which is Seth Rollins, mentioned it. But anyways, purposely made their matches less exciting during their EVP run in AEW. Matthew and Nicholas Jackson came back to AEW in January 2024, while with a new gimmick, portraying themselves as villainous EVPs of the company. They became the tag team champions in this run, but their matches were less exciting and earned accusations that the Young Bucks were washed. However, that was their plan. The Young Bucks spoke with the Tunnel Talk podcast, where they revealed that they changed their style after turning heel, tricking fans into thinking they were washed up, and no longer as good as they once were. And he explained, when we did the EVP thing, we were let's have really boring matches, and let's stop doing all of the super athletic moves that get the big reaction, because it is a hard, it's hard in general, because most of our stuff is pretty exciting. Then Nicholas Jackson then jump in and stated, I stopped doing dives for 8 months. I didn't do a tumble out to the floor for 8 months, and that was on purpose. We literally wanted people to think, are these guys not athletic anymore, in question? Are they just boring wrestlers now, in question? I stay off social media, but one thing I really it really pissed me off was someone said I thought the Young Bucks were washed, and I was thinking, oh, come on, an explanation. You guys fell for the gimmick. We were doing we were doing an explanation, we didn't forget how the wrestle out of nowhere. The Young Bucks The Young Bucks hurt their matches by changing their style, and Matthew interrupted again and said it worked in a way mostly due to reintroducing their style. However, it backfired in a way, because the matches weren't as exciting as they could be, and like fans actually like thought like they lost a step. And then he reiterated like it worked like because like if we continue wrestling that same style, people would be like, oh, they're doing the same stuff. Like, but then when you switch it up and dial it down, like in lot, like but then you bring but you bring it back like there's a huge reaction like it it it's like and it's like whoa like they can still go in explanation like it was all on purpose like Matthew Jackson of the Young Bucks like added like we do like everything we do it is on is purpose like because we put a lot of thought like into every little thing. So if you see us like have a match like where like we're we're not leaving our feet like much like we're just trying something like new like sometimes like it doesn't like always work out. I feel maybe it hurt our matches as little bit. Like at some point, like in the year, like they weren't like as exciting as people normally like our matches. Like to be like so I remember Nick and just going Matt, like let's just go freaking kill it. Like we all like know how like to kill it. But yeah, what are your thoughts on the Young Bucks like revealing that they were purposely like sandbagging and botching their spots like in the match, like in trying to come up with a new spot, like making it look like they're washed up. And did you believe in? Did you actually believe that they were actually like washed, like, or did you think this was all part of the gimmick, given that they were like villainous EVP heels? Let me know down in the comment section right down below. But yeah, well, I did not know that. I thought like I did not know like exactly like what they were doing. Like I don't know if it was all part of the gimmick or maybe it was just an accident. Like when they do like when they do those like those dives and stuff. I don't, like not like really much, but only when occasionally. I, and when they do like general move sets, like which I shouldn't be saying move sets because like that's what only idiotic wrestlers would say, like, and that's what a certain Chicago-made wrestler also would say as well, because he's probably not a fan of the Elite. But anyways, I I just don't I don't know like I just don't know if like that if I don't know if that's even like what yeah I'm not sure if that's I'm not sure if like if I was thinking if it was purpose if it was purpose. I thought it was all like it was an accident and they were trying to like even though they were heels, but they were like trying to fix what exactly what they're trying to do in matches. Yes. The drinks? They drink all of them. Not all of them. But they drink ice cream juice. I say maybe just a little bit. And then what happened to that? That'll be it's gone. Mm-hmm. That's this one. But But yeah, let me know down in the comment section right down below. Which I did not know they were purposely doing that, and that was all part of the gimmick with them wrestling like the way they did. Like that was just completely shocking. Like, but did you guys knew that it was all part of the gimmick? Which that explains why they were wrestling like that. Which that makes sense now because obviously they're playing heels, so like, and the best way to get them over and for everybody to like hate them as a wrestler, like is to do stuff that like washed up wrestlers would do, and that is not really wrestle as good as they once used to do when they were in their prime. And I would get the fans start booing them. But that's probably genius. That was probably genius thinking from the former AEW Tag Team Champions. but But let me know down in the comment section right down below in their upcoming match. I believe they're going to go after for whether the New Japan Strong Tag Team or the IWGP Tag Team Championship that they're going to be competing this Sunday at Wrestle Dynasty. And do you think they're going to become those tag team titles in particular, whatever ones are?
I need to know where your email is so I can get the stuff done.
Just look at her phone and look at her email.
Where's your phone at?
She probably don't even know.
But yeah, let me know down in the comments below. Let's
Where's your email right here?
we got AJ Francis news now, which it has been confirmed that he re-signed a new TNA deal. Like, and it says right here, AJ Francis, like TNA deal was set to expire today on December 1st, but he has re-signed with the company. Like speaking like with Stephen Muehlhausen, like for the takedown on DSI, like AJ Francis like announced that he had re-signed with TNA Wrestling as he agreed to a new contract. Terms terms of the deal, like were not disclosed, like, but Francis discussed his decisions to resign. TNA has taken care of me with the fact that TNA has done so much.
Please tell me this is correct. And then we need to go. I mean, we need to reset this thing. Super.
It's called the wrestling business. I always wanted to go back to TNA, even though over the past week, like I've made it clear that I could go anywhere. Like there were like fillers like out for me potentially going over to AEW, like maybe like going back to NXT because I never really got a run in NXT. Maybe go back to SmackDown. Obviously, go to Netflix for Raw. I would have been cool too, but there was a lot of options like out and on the table for me. Like TNA just feels like the best place for me. TNA has always since like the day like that I got like there like changed like people's perception for of me. Like my last match like in TNA was for TNA World Title and an absolute banger of a match in the main event of Final Resolution. Like against and Nick Nemeth, TNA like is in And one year took me from someone that people pretended couldn't wrestle to a bona fide main eventer to the best big man in the business. Like if TNA could do that in the 1 year, imagine what they could do in another year where I start the year as a bona fide main eventer. I'm very much happy with the decision to take my talents back to TNA. AJ Francis on resigning with TNA. Francis was asking to comment on when he made the decision to stay with TNO in free agency. If I didn't pan wanted to luckily everything was able to come together. Another year in TNA another year providing that I'm the best big man in the business. Year choke slamming people out of the damn boots. So it'll be another great year. My value and how good I am because for the longest time I was the only person that seemed to understand it. So a year ago I told anybody who was in my life a year ago, I told people this going to happen when I got released from WWE. I told Bully Ray the only place Julia previously established herself in 2025 in January that they are in why will be the one to and or do you think that the star of 2020, yeah, which some tells me this is not over yet, and I could see guys like him and maybe even Matt and Jeff Hardy could even make an appearance at the Royal Rumble, like in their respective spots. 2024 thus far, despite not being world champion. Well, that's yet to be seen. But in that championship, if Booker T does have as well, but he totally deserves a pick right here, and that is Shin WrestleMania, Forbidden Door. What's the other one? And then to count it up. What should feel up? And I'll say it may be the 10th spot. I'll give it to what's it called AEW Full Gear because that was a really interesting year. Interesting pay-per-view. It was very entertaining, and and one match in particular, I like onto that pay-per-view. I enjoyed the match, and and I think if I'm not wrong, I probably gave it the Golden Trophy Award, and maybe the Silver Trophy Award. I'm gonna have to re-watch the video. What we got the going in as a parent as a tag team, and this is the first time The Rock has wrestled in over 8 years. In WrestleMania, since when he defeated Eric Rowan in 6 seconds with the Rock Bottom, he finally got back in the ring and he fought in the match and he did beat Cody Rhodes, which made it like a tribal back or bloodline rules match, but it ended up but Cody Rhodes ended up finishing his story, which that led to that, which made it even more entertaining. I already knew that this was going to be Cody Rhodes' night, especially if Roman and The Rock's going to win night one. They're gonna find a way to have Cody Rhodes bounce back from that loss and make it a win, with him having backup with the likes of John Cena, The Undertaker, Jey Uso, and Seth Rollins to help him out to fight off the bloodline that interfere with the likes of Solo, The Rock, Jimmy Uso, and others. And then he finally finished the story. We got some pretty other cool moments, like with Drew McIntyre finally I guess finishing his story, I guess you could say, winning a world championship in front of the crowd, only to get screwed out of. And 5 minutes later, when he was taunting, while he was taunting Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, he is Drew McIntyre. Is where he hit them with the arm. This was CM Punk also tripped, hit him with the arm brace after tripping him over the what they call the announce table, hit him with his arm brace. Damian Priest came in, cashing his Money in the Bank briefcase, becomes the new world heavyweight champion. And also, what other moment happened? We got some other cool spots too. Like even the Logan Paul match with Randy Orton and Kevin Owens was pretty highlighting as well. And even though I'm not sure if the pride of Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits needed to win, but it was pretty cool. Like with them having Bubba Ray Dudley as a special guest referee night, I guess you could say. In which I'm gonna probably make it short and sweet and to the point because I don't want to waste all my time just doing the podcasting when I should be celebrating with family of the new year, which should probably be into the short and sweet and skinny part and to the point. But yeah, I'll see you guys then, and I hope y'all Assassinators have a fun rest of. But yeah, probably one more last time in 2024 until next video. Peace.